seeking and searching, trying to find a group that we can get started in terms of our energy, our effort, playing together. I thought Dre and Jeremy, they've been on a tear the last couple of games, just consistent energy on both sides of the floor. Dre missed a couple threes early and finally got one. You just see a burden of relief come off because he's playing the right way and he's being rewarded with minutes, but I think it's even rewarded with his spirit, just how hard he's competing. And those two guys are the examples in our locker room right now as we're searching and seeking and trying to find something positive. Those are the two guys that I'm looking at.
Positive though, Coach. John Collins minutes up to 30 minutes tonight. You got to be happy with his progress.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's every game. I think we've increased it a couple minutes, and there's really no restriction on him now. Just got to monitor his movement, make sure you're not putting him in a bad spot. But again, just his energy, his effort. We don't run a lot of plays for him. We just put him in the action and use his talents and his athleticism to get easy opportunities. Some off a drop off, some off of lobs, and just his activity around the basket for offensive rebounds. But to play 30 minutes in his fourth or fifth game and to kind of have his legs underneath him and get his rhythm going, we'll see more and we'll see a better version of John as the season progresses.
Is this ideal for him? You want to go up a little bit higher than this? Or?
No, I don't have a number. I just want him fresh and I want him active and I want him energetic. The minute number, we're not at a point where we're trying to get a target number for anybody.
Coach, at shoot-around, we talked about how players' minutes would get, depending on how they're playing, how they're looking. Notice you played Torian not for very long. Same thing with Trey, but you did see some things with Jeremy. What did you see with Jeremy? What didn't you see with
Jeremy? Just he's making shots really, and just challenging him to compete on the defensive end, and he's doing that. Torian battled foul trouble in the first quarter, which got him kind of out of the loop right from the jump. And that group just to start the third, start the first, we're down, we're in a hole. I got to throw something out there, and the rhythm of the fouls kept him out, and just not making some of the open shots that he had. Never really got in rhythm offensively, and I got two guys that are playing well, so you got to reward the guys when they're playing well. And Jeremy and Dre are the two guys right now.
Boy, did you speak for a lengthy time to the team after this was over?
Yeah, we just detailed the weekend. We played on Saturday, Sunday afternoon, and then tomorrow we've got a unique day. We're not practicing, but we got some in-house stuff that we're doing as a team. Amari's leading our group with a little poetry, and we've got a low-impact workout that we're doing. We have a breakfast club that we do every 3 weeks, and so it's Amari's turn. And just trying to get organized with that, and then just trying to get organized with where we are as a team. Vince is our locker room leader, and he just wanted to speak to the group and to give them a platform. But we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to educate some young guys on how to compete and how to stay together. It's a tough time. We've lost a bunch in a row, and obviously there's frustration that sets in, and just trying to figure out how to overcome that.
Coach, you only had one player for the Celtics to score with 15 points. Were you pleased on the defensive end at all?
I thought, late in the third, most of the fourth, and I thought there was a stretch in the second where we had a nice run. We brought it to, I think it was up to 27 at one point in the third quarter. We got it down to 14 or 16, and the same thing in the first half. It was kind of getting out of hand, and we had a group at the end of the second quarter put together a run. At the end of the third quarter, we had about 4 stops in a row and missed every layup, missed every shot to just gain that extra momentum. So I was pleased with a lot of guys. Justin came in and provided a defensive spark with some toughness, some energy, got some easy opportunities down at the other end. I thought Kevin competed defensively as well, and obviously Jeremy and Dre. But not 48 minutes. We're still looking for 48 minutes of competitiveness.
Is there any update on Kent? Did he sprain an
I
ankle?
think it was all right. He went out at halftime and tried it, and he just didn't feel. He walked out here and said, I'm good, and he came back 2 minutes later and said it just didn't feel right. So he sprained it, rolled it. I don't think it's bad. He was in the locker room. I don't think it's bad. I just think he didn't feel comfortable going back out there at halftime within a little tweak.
Coach, you spoke about the growing pains of this team. Is there anything that you're doing just to keep morale up for the team?
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, and this is to say it's expected. is just more about when you have a young team, you have a new team, you have a lot of guys that are going through this for the first time, you have to expect that there's going to be some growing pains. How and when and what type, who knows? But that's the good thing, is that we know these things are going to occur. You know, the tough part about it is it's hard to win in the NBA, and you have to find what's best for your team to get your spirit back, and it's competing and it's effort, and that's what we're focusing on. It's not minutes, it's not numbers, it's not plays or shots. Are we delivering the amount of effort and commitment consistently and as a group? Are we doing that on a nightly basis? And that's what we're working on. That's what we're focusing on in our conversations.
Coach, what did you see with Justin Anderson?
Just he gives us the spirit. You know, he comes in, he's a very animated person on the court, and that's his way of getting himself going. And we need that. We need someone with some bounce. We need someone with some toughness. We need someone that brings energy. And when you go through a tough spell, you know, that's the first thing that goes. Your head drops and your energy goes. So we need anyone that gives us energy. Dre's a quiet guy, but he just plays hard. And Justin is doing the same thing. He just talks a little bit more. But we need both of those type of energies when they're on the court.
I know you're still looking for rotations and groups that work, but is it alarming to you at all that the starters seem to be struggling as bad as they are?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You know, we've mixed up the lineup with John and Dwayne. You know, jumping those two guys in, trying to give them a little bit of time to figure it out, whether it's starting or just when they're out there playing together throughout the course of the game. Try to infuse a body here or two. Jeremy was the first sub off the bench with Trey tonight. And I thought there was a decent stretch. It was only 2 minutes, but I thought it was a decent stretch. But it's different. And so we'll keep trying to find different solutions to the lineups, whether it's subbing early or subbing more guys at once and just mixing up the group, or just seeing if that group can get going internally.
Coach, I know we talked about Vince earlier. Did you notice the leadership he was providing at the end of the bench right before the half? He was coaching defense right before the half. Did you notice that?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, he's the great thing about Vince is he'll come over sometimes when he doesn't need to and just ask, you know, can I talk to the guys about this? He's got unlimited access to anything we want to do out there. He's the fourth bench coach for us, because he's all about the right things, and I know he's doing it even when I don't pay attention or see. I know he's in the guys' ears, and he's trying to keep them going, and he's being honest about it, being very candid with them.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thanks.